See, there's another Illinois 50 that's changing to look. It's like going back and forth. It's just like glitching.
It looks pretty similar.
It does look. It's the font is really close. It does. There's another one. Watch the speed limit. So south 50. Yeah, so there it goes. Speed limit 50, and then he's gonna change it here back to 35. Yep.
It's so funny.
So there's 7 cameras around the car. So there's, well, I think there's actually 8. There's 2 that are in the front.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 door pillar cameras on either side, 2 auxiliary cameras that are looking backwards on the side, and then 1 in the rear. So that's what, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, and then plus 8 the cabin camera. So there's.
Wait, so they can see us?
Yeah, this is watching my eyes the whole time. That's why I'm able to have my hands off the steering wheel, is that it's watching my eyes to make sure I'm focusing on the road.
So if you were looking down at that too
so
long?
I'm going to look at the screen. And any second here, it might be, see, pay attention to the road.
That's so
And then I put my eyes back on, and it's like, okay, we're good.
Someone's gonna like buy a Tesla and not really realize that, and they're gonna be like fooling around with like their like partner. They'd be like, oh wait, we're out footage. Got a bunch of like Tesla engineers just gathered like popcorn, just like, oh, we got another one.
Yeah, right.
We got a live stream.
Got a live stream. There we go. This is kind of a confusing intersection.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 lights back to back.
Yeah.
Did a great job though.
Good job, Frank. Will Frank honk on his own?
Honk?
Yeah, to like alert people?
No. I'm not sure if I want him having that feature.
He's like, you're breaking the law! You're breaking the law! You're breaking the law!
I would be okay if the car was able to honk if I was in the back seat.
Uh-huh.
If I was not responsible for what the car was doing on the road, if it was a full self-driving system and the car was able to honk, I would have no issue with it.
Some scary, like, redneck comes out of their truck with their sleeves rolled up.
Right.
Hey, it's like, wasn't me. It blame Elon Musk. I'm just a passenger.
Right. What I don't want is to be the one sitting in the front seat when it malfunctions and decides it's going to lay out the horn when there's nothing wrong.
Go team, go! Yay, my favorite sports team. Go beat them soundly in the skirmish. I forgot you were recording.
Yep, welcome to YouTube.
We're being watched by both the Tesla developers and YouTube. Great.
Yep, this is my brother. He's joining me for a drive. We are in, close to,
We're in the U.S.
Yeah, we are in Illinois.
Somewhere.
We just did a drop-off at Midway Airport. Now we're on our way to pick up a stroller. I do have the auto speed offset turned off, mostly because it just keeps speeding constantly. And on a road like this, it would do probably 43 or 44 miles an hour, which some people might be okay with. I personally don't appreciate that very much.
So you sure Frank doesn't have sport mode?
We're sort of in sport mode. You can pay, I think it's like $2,000 for, because this is a long range vehicle. You could pay, I think, $2,000 for a performance increase, and I think it cuts down your 0 to 60 time from like 4.5 seconds to like 3.7 seconds, or something like that. And then you would have a dedicated sport mode that you can turn on, or speed mode, or whatever it is, ludicrous mode. I don't know what they name it these days, but I mean, for the extra, 0.7 or 0.8 seconds, I'm sure it's fun, but it's not worth it to me. I haven't paid for that. I don't really plan to.
Wait, so you have to pay extra money for a function that your car is capable of doing anyways?
Yes. It's a unique structure, though. It's a good way to keep a car company afloat, to keep the engineers paid. You can't have high-tech features like a self-driving car without a very extensive and dedicated engineering team. That's very expensive to pay for.
Gives them time to work on functions like Frank fart and all that other stuff.
Right, yeah, the car farting. That. Also, Frank is the car. There's sort of an inside joke in my family that the car is named Frank. So we're referring to Frank, we're referring to the Tesla, and specifically the self-driving feature of the Tesla.
I want you to get like a paintball gun and just like, I mean, you know, not stand not stand in front of the car because then it'll freak out because the person, but just have someone off to the side with the paintball gun and just start like blasting away as you drive by. You know, see if it, you know, considers that a threat.
Well, would you consider it a threat?
Well, no, like what would the car even notice?
I mean,
you know, like it's just like, oh,
so,
it's just a bunch of big bumblebees splattering off of me. It's no concern. It's fine that we're being shot at. You know, is Frank gonna freak out if like someone like pulls a gun and starts shooting holes through it?
All right, so let me ask you this: if you were driving along on the road and all of a sudden somebody starts shooting a paintball gun and splatters your windshield, would you continue to go as if nothing was happening, or would you slow down?
I'd accelerate, get out.
Okay.
Maybe turn aggressively towards the person with the gun.
I think those responses are far worse than anything that Frank would do.
Frank would just pull over and take it.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, I guess it depends on where you're shot at. If it like
Poor
shoots
guy.
directly at the cameras, my guess is the first thing that it would do is it would warn you that there's adverse weather conditions. And then if it gets bad enough, then the cameras are occluded, I think is the word that it uses on the screen when it's really dark or I can't see. Cameras are occluded or whatever. It would probably stop.
Huh. I want Frank to have like full Terminator mode, you know, like all obstructions.
Increase the speed a little bit.
Eliminate all obstructions.
So
Yeah.
So this is a really great example of like just you see how like naturally the car is like it's not slowing down, it's not hesitating, it's just like, yeah, this is fine. Like,
You mean with the cones?
yeah, with this construction zone, like we just had to go to the wrong side of the road. There's like old lane lines, cones. Like this is like you even see like there's like it's confused about these lane lines and stuff. But the car, like there's no response from it. It's driving as though like there's just another day.
What if the
Business
cone
as
got
usual.
blown in front of you from wind?
Actually, that did happen on a previous drive. I was trying to replicate a situation where it took the wrong lane in a construction zone, but in that particular case, there was a cone that was like blown over in the middle of the road, and the car like it correctly like stopped and then moved over to get around it fortunately into the correct lane in that particular circumstance. I mean, if in that particular circumstance where there was nowhere to go and the cone was just like in the middle of the road, probably just stop would be my guess. Although it's possible that it might just, if the cone was like on its side, it might like just creep up to it and then just continue to like drive and push it until hopefully it goes out of the way. Because if you remember like the video where I tested it's emergency braking.
Tinfoil box?
Yep, tinfoil box, and
Your car has a prejudice against tinfoil boxes.
It does.
It's struck.
Don't dress up as a tinfoil box. It's a very dangerous idea.
Is it able to see Cybertrucks, since those are basically just big like tinfoil boxes?
It
just
does,
rolled around, you know.
It does show them on the screen. It might have a special prejudice against them.
Do they look better in the virtual world?
I'm not going to answer that. I actually kind of like the Cybertruck. I don't love the stainless steel, but I like them wrapped. I think that they look really good wrapped. Like
cover it up.
Okay, whatever.
The only Cybertrucks I've seen that look decent is ones that have been like modded out so much you can't tell it's a Cybertruck. Okay, I mean, I would say that there's certainly cars that look way worse than Cybertrucks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know, like basically any car from 1990 to early 2000s, they all like those gross bubble-looking cars. You know, definitely beats any of those. But most modern cars,
we're doing the speed limit. Sorry, we're not going faster.
It's like it's another Tesla driver testing out their car.
Limit. How horrible. There we go. I increased it to allow. Well, I increased it to 45, but it's still not going 45. It's like, I'm good with 40.
Can you set a minimum?
No. That is something with like the latest update when they introduced the auto speed offset. Even when you have it turned off, it will it won't go faster than the max that you set. but it will like pick a speed that's slower than it sometimes. And then like the most recent update, I've noticed that it does that on highways, like state highways. It'll consistently do like 5 under the speed limit no matter what you do.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's a little annoying.
So what's the max speed you can go? Just like if you tried to go 120, would Frank be like, "What are you doing? Stop," you know?
I'm not sure. I know
You should try it.
for not on this road.
Oh, not here, but like nighttime on a highway, you know, like have a friend go in front of you and like check for cops and then just go zoomies.
Just to see how fast it'll go.
Like we start getting like a flashing warning and be like, "Hey, do you realize you're going 120? Do you want to stop?" No?
I'm not sure. I know for a while it would display a message that said auto steer restricted to 80 miles per hour or something
What if you're in Germany though, you know?
on the Autobahn.
Yeah, Tesla's having fun on the Autobahn.
I don't know. I have no idea what it would do on Autobahn. I bet that there's a video out there of somebody driving a Tesla on the Autobahn just to see how fast auto steer will go.
Self-driving at 200 miles an hour.
Unfortunately, it doesn't read that sign as 83. It at least recognizes that 83 is not a valid speed limit, so it doesn't update it. 50s it did.
There's no roads that have 83?
Not that I know of.
Is it always? I guess
think it's always in 5 increments.
Huh.
Yeah.
I swear, I've seen a highway, or not a highway, but like a road. It was like 62 or just something weird.
Really? I guess maybe in like a local, like middle of nowhere town or something like that, they have like a weird speed limit. Is that where you saw it?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is kind of a strange intersection. Hopefully it goes the right way. Because it's a left turn, but you're kind of going like diagonal instead of actually going like...
Yeah, stuff like this is why I don't drive, because I would, like, if there wasn't a car for me to follow, I would have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah, you'd think that would, like, especially with how far over those cars are getting, like, that looks like a one-way.
Yeah.
From this direction. I guess the car is showing that it's this way. It's showing that it's a two-way. But like, at least from back here, though, those cars are getting pretty far over into that right lane as they were making their turn. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. You got this, Frank. Nice. We're through.
That was anticlimactic.
I know. It's hard to find issues with these latest versions. It's the majority of the time it's like the crazy circumstance where like somebody cuts you off, or there's like a construction zone that I even would have a hard time with. The one thing that it doesn't do is it still really has a hard time reading like no turn signs. So like that one, like if the navigation was telling us to go that way, it would completely ignore that no right turn or that no left turn sign, and it would just make the left turn anyways. Like the lane ending signs, it doesn't seem to pick up on those either. It just kind of stays in the lane until it physically ends, and then it gets over.
Oh, ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck.
Did you see that one like yesterday in Chicago?
No.
It was like the most scary looking ice cream truck ever.
It's like the kind that you actually don't want your kids to go and buy ice cream from.
Oh yeah, but of course there was a giant crowd of kids around it.
Right.
Yeah. It was like there's this one ice cream truck I saw one time, terrifying looking, and someone just like waved to it like, "Oh, hi," and the person, like, they pulled over several curbs and drove through a park and just came barreling over and stopped next to us and like, "You want ice cream?" And it's like, "No, but I guess we do now."
After that performance,
yeah,
obviously.
The guy drove like across like a park and all kinds of stuff to get to us.
Well, that was great. I didn't have to do it once. That was perfect.
Good job, Frank.